What's going on, everybody? Topic of discussion, something that as coaches we see all the time, and athletes hear all the time, is keep your upper back tight, keep your shoulders back, tighten your upper back when you deadlift, when you do Olympic lifts, all that good stuff. Okay, so what do we mean? We mean when we set up or do anything with our upper back, we mean pull your shoulder blades back, down, and then squeeze your abs. We see this all the time, and then we see some people when we say tighten your upper back, and they do this with their shoulders. And they protract. They actually round their shoulders forward, and they have their pec muscles start pulling down on their heads of the shoulder blade. What we want is this head of the shoulder blade, the big shoulder muscle, to be pulled back in the shoulder girdle and then downward, while keeping your abs tight so that we don't go into hyperextension. Simply what we mean by that is when we go to deadlift or Olympic lift, when we grab the bar, you want to pull our shoulders down and back, okay? So if I did that hard enough, I can pull tension into the bar. Now here's the little gist of this, we see it a lot too. People tighten up, but right when they go to pull a bar, or they do it fast, especially in a deadlift, Olympic lift's a little different, we see them let their shoulder muscles go and they concave and they fall forward and their chest breaks. So what you can do to help alleviate that is A, videotape yourself, make sure your back's in a good posture, and B, do tempo, slow work at light weight so you can see, can I hold this weight in good posture, in good positions? So if I were to pull my shoulders back and down, can I hold this weight in this position? I lifted it off the ground a couple inches, my shoulders aren't doing this, falling back forward, I'm maintaining that position. Try it out, pay attention to it, shoulders go back, down, abs tight. Don't let these get pulled forward. More ways of getting this done is doing some activation stuff, getting that upper back stronger, the perception of it too. We could do a couple things where we do prone I's and T's, set up on a bench or a flat surface, elevated flat surface. Right here, using the heads of your shoulder, pull your shoulder blades back, palms up. You could have dumbbells in your hand, very light, 2s or 3s or 4s. Pull your shoulder blades back and do the letter I with retraction. Squeeze and do the letter I. Doing reps of 10. From there, you'd relax, pull your shoulder blades back again, making sure they don't elevate. My shoulders don't go to my ears. And you can do the letter T's. Nice and controlled. And you'll notice I don't. More activation exercises for the upper back and shoulder blades and scap are what we call wall angels. Sit up against the wall, flat surface, feet a little close to the wall. From here, you're going to pull the heads of the shoulder blade back, palms up. But when I do this, I got to make sure I don't go into hyperextension or my rib cage flaring up. I want to keep my abs tight, so very, very little spaces in my back. From here, I pull the heads of the shoulder blade back. I'm going to push my hands against the wall, tighten my abs, and slowly trying to squeeze my hands against the wall, my shoulder against the wall. I'm going to go into the letter Y, or as high as I can comfortably go. Don't go all the way up here because you're going to let your shoulders go unless you're extremely flexible and strong. From there, I'll be in that Y position, belly tight, shoulders back. I'm going to push down, back, and then on my way down, control, 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 control. I'll do those anywhere from 3 to 5 seconds up, 3 to 5 seconds down, and volume and reps, 10 to 15 to 20 reps. Another one we can do are band pull-aparts, scap retractions, grabbing a light band. Palms could be up, palms could be down, but very importantly, control the heads of that shoulder. From here, belly tight, I'll pull the heads of my shoulders back and down, and I'll find a good tension where it's nice and comfortable. I'll pull the band apart, noticing I don't let my shoulders do that, fall forward. Okay, you can see the upper back round too. Just very controlled tempo, paying attention to the shoulder area, making sure I don't elevate and create less space, that my shoulders are down and away from me. When I'm pulling them apart too, they remain in that position. They don't come forward as I'm pulling apart. Other exercises you can do to really strengthen, after those are like little activation stuff, are Pendlay rows, heavy, dumbbell single bent rows, heavy, pull-ups, weighted pull-ups. The whole concept is making sure to position your shoulders proper. We see a lot of people doing pull-ups and they'll do pull-up, and instead of staying retracted in the shoulders back and down, they'll do pull-up and they'll start rounding forward. I just think that's very, very, very disturbing. But again, it's a lot of perception, making the exercise maintainable for you to do, like whatever weight or resistance you use, appropriate for you to maintain that position. All right.